Holla, it's Tanya D here, and I'm so elated, beyond excited to announce that for the very first time, I'm offering my energy healing courses, which you can download from an app right to your phone, which is in itself amazing. Have me right on your phone from an app? Hello? 50% off of my courses: meditations, energy medicine, voices of the other world, uncover secrets of the other world, the energy body demystified, and so much more. Check out the venue because you have so many options, and you know I'm all about options. During my 22 days of gratitude offerings, so from the beginning of the season of Sagittarius, which starts on the 22nd of November until the 13th of December, you will see different opportunities on sale as a thank you for being part of this otherworldly amazing village. Subscribe so you can get announcements in your inbox of the gratitude offering for that day in the venue, and be sure to check back each day as these opportunities that are on sale are going to be changing each day. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And a little inshallah there. It's a talented Tuesday. And we have arrived. I'm a little slow to the gate as usual lately, but we're on the last day of 22 days of gratitude. The door closes at midnight tonight. For those of you that joined the countdown, so much gratitude. And Thor is in the house here. He's feeling some sadness. What's up, buddy? You want to be on the show? Don't jump on me, please. You're doing great. German Shepherds, right? What do you do? They just love us. But I do hope you did have a great time revisiting my online offerings. And some gratitude received as well. We do have one more, again, offering open until midnight tonight, soliciting solitude. But while I'm waiting for people to hop on to the show, join in, or even just tune into the replay, moving to the final countdown. What are you doing, buddy? We're also counting down to the season of Sagittarius as well. So maybe, have you been feeling your, where in the world is your heart wishing to excel in the galactic frontier? The gift of maybe an otherworldly adventure, being an explorer, maybe a consciousness a pioneer even. Our soul story, or even our earth story, may all of a sudden take a spin, go like on a 180 twist and a turn, simply because we are seeing through the soul's harmonic. You are seeing things the way the universe sees things. So that perspective is an otherworldly, beyond the mountaintop point of view. But the story is transforming due to a few things that are happening out on the galactic frontier. We do have the finger of God herself enhancing our day, the energy of a karmic course correction, editing our narrative. Maybe the story is playing out to a different note or a new tune, a new sound, even a shape. The shape is not the same, squares to those peg holes kinds of things. So it's taking the long breath, kind of like the long pour, before you instigate any actions. It's those deep, long inhales, holding for longer than a count of 3. And your senses, your barometer, your gifts are picking up some very intense energies possibly. So it's this feeling of this harmonic of, I would say, Egyptian green of all things. The powers that have been, they use a tactic of fear to create a desired outcome. It may be quite obvious today on the world stage, if you will, but this is an opportunity to teach, to stream through the frequencies, energies, vibrations of love, which is not even kidding. There's different streams of love, many streams. The energy of love has a variety of barometers there. So it's like shine on, starlight, and shine even brighter. So with that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. I am your host, a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Shah medium, which is actually a merging of it all. My intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, predominantly along with our original divine blueprint, to navigate our soul's harmonic through all of these realms, elemental, imaginal, subtle, into and through the gateway of our shamanic portal, the 8th energetic center, the cosmos, the subtle realms and the subtle energies, and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, the otherworldly kind, or the origins kind, really, to add to the main stage of your sauce, your ingredients, your personal container, your personal medicine, whatever that is for you based on your prime directive. Maybe just assisting you in discovering what that is for you, or navigating your personal medicine, inner genius, the star that I ultimately believe we all are. Maybe reintroducing you to that essence, the magical being, the star that resides within you. So you do shine on even brighter on a day like today. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do, YouTube or otherwise. Tanya D on YouTube and Musing with Tanya D, my podcast. You can also just find that on my website. But we do have the Sacral online in the Season of Beliefs, the Soul's Harmonic, and our Heart channel. But also, let's give a big shout out to the community, the village, new subscribers, and of course, those of you that have been on my journey since the get-go. Shay and blessings. Thank you. Gratitude for that. Heartfelt gratitude, especially for those of you that are tuning into the replay as well, and those that have been around since the get-go, seriously. And if you don't mind hitting the bell button and also that white button, kind of reminds me of a freshie, a white button, but comment or a share does get you a message for your day to get you on your way. And we all need that. You can also find me on other social channels, of course, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm having trivial pursuits. I'm not lying here. But again, it's the last day of 22 Days of Gratitude. Go ahead and use the code. Remember, I'm your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer. Sometimes we do get in our own magical way. We have energetic hiccups, and we need an otherworldly coach to see things through an otherworldly perspective. And the daily snippet. So this is mostly about the cosmic energy insights, the elemental realm, messages for our day, subtle energy centers, and even the season we're into. But again, being that today is the final day of the 22 Days of Gratitude, grab that final gift before midnight. It's actually one of my favorites. Soliciting Solitude is kind of ironic that it's the last one on the highway as a gratitude savings, being that we are in the long inhale and the long pause, like literally calling in our solitude. And it's a sunny day, right? And everything's A-okay. I kind of was singing that earlier, Sesame Street. But the energy of what our soul believes today, along with where the sun is shining, the moon is filling it, that comes to a belief that will not only bump up the currents in our life, switching the flow, the direction, even a pathway. Maybe you've been at a crossroads. It's being served upon a platter at the round table, the crossroads, to our beliefs. They're scaling. It's almost like being at a buffet. So you may see a different narrative. Maybe you hone in on a new philosophy. Maybe you're chiming into the History Channel. I just watched, I'm telling you, Medieval. That was a super cool show. I'm going to maybe watch it again today. But a belief of what is otherworldly possible. So this is the bass note, the tone, the music being played out in our soul's harmonic. It's kind of our soul's melody. For all the things moving forward, this may replace a major octave, a major tone, with a belief that you may have held in the past. So beliefs hold magic. If you held on to a belief that life is hard, you're limiting yourself in what you can achieve, because you're going to keep achieving the hardness of life. Now we have the door open, an opportunity at this crossroads to shift the narrative, the story that life is happening for me. And I believe it is all what I perceive it to be. To thine own self be true, your own heart. So do you now believe that life is what you make it? Life is what you create it? So when we shift the narrative moving forward, I've been saying I'm doing great every day, and you, my friend, are too. You may also, perhaps, maybe, be exploring a factual event, a situation in your future, a job, a relationship change, or even an opportunity, a door is opening that has yet to come your way. The door literally is opening where you may have a new understanding of what your heart wants to pursue, or how to go about the crossroads. It kind of reminds me of those spinning things where you can drive your car. To master the goal and go with what your heart feels. Hey, Thor, what's up, buddy? Just following the rivers, the conscious river streams of what you feel the fires of your heart are gravitating towards, and is able to open up to. Exploring down to the core of your heart, what do you feel about your future to be true? The options at this cosmic roundtable. What's the history, the theory, the philosophy, or the belief on all the things that are literally being presented at the buffet table? We are really in some curious times, but we will rise to a new occasion. if we do listen to the cosmic roundtable, the beings of the other world, the unseen, I literally am filling in, calling in the Egyptian green for a funny thing, but I see why now humanity is at a crossroads, otherworldly, with all of that. And just literally, I only have a few announcements. I find this curious in my own little venue. But before we get there, we've got Holly, Reindeer, Mongolia. The reindeer are so amazing. Just saying. I was thinking about the Mongolian reindeer today. And hot mulled wine is kind of what I was going for there. Those are your options. Maybe I should make some hot mulled wine. Hey, did you like my Christmas attire? Sometimes I crack myself up. I'm just hilarious. Just saying. So what's on the highway? I do have the Shamanic Healing Academy, which is opening up, live streaming, Rising of the Origins. We're going to be doing a live immersion opening up in January. I didn't put that link in the show notes, but I should. And the Shamanic Healing Academy is really for intuitive psychics, medicine people of all kinds, creating a village, a mentorship, or a membership opportunity. So if you're at the threshold of your personal medicine, maybe you're having a lot of energetic hiccups, maybe what's perceived as interference because the other world is trying to wake you up. You can see what that's all about at tanyad.com. Join the wait list. I will not have a podcast out this Monday. I am brewing the finale for the Otherworldly Insights. I will keep you posted for that, however. But your options, we've got some options there, whatever your heart decides. And the Elemental Highway. So the Elemental Highway, this gives you insight into those of you that are energy healing practitioners or energy medicine or artists of energy healing. Maybe you're part of the Evening of Elemental Energy, my online offering there. Just wanting to add healing to your practice through the realms of the elements. The skin, being the largest organ, really does reflect what is going on inside the body. Along with our etheric mirror, the body never lies. So read the language of the body through the elementals, literally is like feng shui for the body. And then you can go to the home and do some environmental feng shui, wind and water, the pathways, the meridians, nature. It really is energy medicine, healing the body with light, sound, and other modalities. But we're all part of this grand design, really. And on the Elemental Highway, we have a young metal rat of a day, losing steam in the rat month, by the way. Lots of water. This is big water. Lots of big water and small water, cold water. And as usual, our day does need some fire. That is hidden in the tiger. The earth is frozen. Nature's in hibernation. This actually feels a lot chillier, colder than yesterday, a little bit more bitter. Yesterday was also just mostly a big water day, but this is a combo water day. We had water direction, so we do have a lot of water. Yang metal is kind of scratchy leadership abilities. Somebody who's got a scratchy, kind of abrupt voice. With all that water, that's probably what they do use, an abrupt voice. That might, we might be getting some bad tweets. I just thought of that. That's hilarious. But Earth gives our day direction, gives resources, stability. But yeah, some scratchy. Oh my, this is a performance day. Somebody's going to be using their voice. Might be spiritual, maybe a good story being told. Oh boy, I just thought of that. That's hilarious. But I am feeling the earth, grounding into the earth, whatever's possible. Or you could do a water ritual. There's so much water. And then the fires, fire and earth, alchemy. Similar to yesterday, but very different. That's hilarious. The yang metal. I'm loving it. That's great. Okay, our messages here. So there's the holly. It's kind of a ritual. I'm not going to lie. The Yule's coming. The reindeer, which are amazing. Can't wait to go back to Mongolia. And also the mulled wine. I don't think I should be having any of that quite yet. But today I'm going with the Shaman's Oracle. I had to struggle with them earlier, moving them. They were staticky. They didn't want to slide, but maybe I shouldn't have picked them. But I did. Whatever. So if you went with the mulled wine, you get Pachi Mama, which is awesome, right? We need some of that. We need the earth medicine, the medicine of Mother Earth here. The 40, it's like, where do we belong? Where do we not belong? What are we attracting that we're not in love with? Are we or have we created sacred space to our heart's belonging? We are attracting the frequency we frequent. This is a multi-dimensional energy. Multi-dimensional, it's dimensions. But this is unconditional love that the Earth Mother has for all the beings, whether it be a nature being, an animal being, air being, it doesn't really matter. Even human beings, it's the goddess of the earth. This is her foundation. It's her world. She provides for all creations on the planet, and it's thanks to her that our timeless soul can experience life in this biological, magical vessel called a body. Whether it's the joy molecules or the pain molecules we taste during this brief time in Earth School, these are all invitations to discover the boundless love on the Earth plane, getting in touch with all the realms. Being that she's otherworldly, however, it's like, do you still believe that you've been cast out of the Garden of Eden, which I'll get to, that you're motherless, that you're homeless? Do you suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive? I think that's changing. It's time to stop the suffering, let go of the old myth, that old history paradigm, the self-realization that we are given the garden to rejoice in, to become the steward, the spirits of the land. Maybe our melancholy is just a longing to return to the heart of the earth, the Pachamama. So kind of listen deeply to the earth, the mother, who's always there for us, walking, like grounding into the soles of our feet to the soil of the earth, and honor all of the little nature beings of life. Might be a great day to do some snow shoeing instead of some snow shoveling. I'm just saying that because I got some snow out front. Just an idea. The earth, the element of earth, which we do need, even in the elemental realm. So I found that kind of curious that the Earth Mama showed up. Okay, following her, if you chose the reindeer, you get the drum, the heartbeat of our own drum, the 15, being mindful of our heart, an attitude of gratitude, opening up to receive the heart's bounty. Do you believe it? If you believe it, you will receive it. This is the rhythm of the drum. It's what we attune to into the beating heart of the galactic universe. The frame of a drum, the wood frame, links us to the trees. The wedame assists us to our journey to the lower world through the root system, and the upper world through the branches, the tree of life. See, this is all coming together. The skin of the drum, that gives the medicine person, the shaman, the powers of the animal world, the animal kingdom. And when we strike the drum, it calls in the power of the heavens, the thunders, the rumbling of the earth quaking. So the drum invites. It's a trance-like state where healing and prophecy also happen. But it too is otherworldly, and Thor is agreeing. And so is Diddy. But it's like we have been traveling to the beat of a different drum. We are doing it. It's time to acknowledge who we are, and knowing that we don't fit a mold, a role, or a relationship, that it's not in tune with us. It's time to find our rhythm, to respond to our own heartbeat, to that distant beating drum. The price we pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. So it's time, now's the time to literally move on, start beating to your own heartbeat, your own drum beat. So that's kind of fascinating. Oh, and then we get better because it doesn't end with that. And if you chose the holly, you get the witness, the 64. So this is where do you belong or where do you not belong? Law of attracting through our heart space. Got a lot of this Uranus energy happening with the cards, if you've noticed. Kind of interesting there. Law of attracting through our heart, things that we can open up and accept. So when we acknowledge, access, and actualize what that is, we then manifest it through the universe, opening the door to our heart's dimensional gate, if you will. But the witness, to me, is like the watcher, observing without engaging in any action, the watchers of the realms, cultivating some inner solitude, inner stillness, and just being able to access any situation from a higher perspective, making better decisions, other dimensional ones. So when we can be embodied as a multidimensional being, being present as a witness or a watcher of somebody else's difficulties with stillness, being in that observation station, we are then able to truly hear them authentically, and it gives them better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we're able to mirror the other. What does that look like? Then, throughout our own presence, our own essence, they receive their own answers. So this reminds me literally of being a reflector in human design, and me being a human design reflector. It reminds myself of being a watcher, a mirror, which that's kind of what I feel like a lot of the time. But the medicine here is really to acknowledge our own preconceptions, our ideas, our feelings about situations that we may be in or are in, maybe resisting the urge to change any of it, kind of let it simmer on its own. But don't fall back into the controlling patterns. It's time for that long inhale, the long exhale. Connect with your joy molecules of not having to do a thing. There's no need to perform. Just be observing, hold space, because the world's going to spin on its own. Just being a witness, being a watcher. And this too is otherworldly. This is wishing us some serious medicine of the earth, the fire, and being a witness, the elementals that are actually needed today. The drum is actually a fire tool, the heart, the beating heart, right? Of the center of the earth, the center of our being, the embodiedness, our body, our vessel. So really taking the long breath, the long road is what I almost said. Identify the crossroads you're at and follow what your heart feels is ultimately possible. Exploring the feelings, access them until you reach the core of your own beating heart, the drum of whatever that belief is in those waters. And it doesn't really matter what knowledge, philosophy, history, or what belief that is for you. It's time to explore the adventure. Go into it today. But one thing is actually more certain. The view of our future is going to be excelling beyond the limitations of what it once was. So we are like reaching a new foundational belief, one in our core, our heart, our personal medicine, like accessing our prime directive, our soul, or our life purpose. So just explore the feelings, setting the framework of the drum for what's possible into 2023. This is the seed of the tree of knowledge, the Garden of Eden, your own personal book of life, writing our destiny through the soul's harmonic from a perspective of our own personal medicine, the star that we are. So we're kind of naturally playing the notes of our own melody, our own harmonics today, our personal soul harmonics, if you will. So you may feel like grounding your feelings. We do have lots of water in the elemental realm, feeling our feelings. The book of life, open up to a new page, stop your scroll, if you will, and just know that anything and everything is possible. It's time to excel in what our heart believes to be true. Seeing things from the watcher's point of view, or be a witness. So I would really affirm that I am in my skin. My heart believes the drumbeat of anything and everything is open and possible. So yeah, it's kind of exciting energy today with the water. Go to your feelings, be in the flow. And I will see you on the other side, or at least tomorrow. Ahhhh, ahhhh. Thanks for listening, watching the replays. I appreciate and I'm grateful.
Thoughts, spirit, vitality, transformation, whether it's mental, emotional, spiritual, you name it. It's the spirit that resides within each element is also a part of our elemental structure, or that foundation. But being that we have entered the season of Sagittarius and what our heart authentically believes, those heartfelt wishes, today I'm going to muse about the sign or the season of Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, the bountiful planet of Jupiter, and what Jupiter has to bring in for us. So Jupiter is actually known as the king of gods. He's the ruler of Sagittarius in astrology and the planet of plenty. Very tolerant, very expansive. It's the social planet. Jupiter seeks insight through knowledge. It's the 9th house, morality, gratitude, hope, honor, and the law of God, God's law. So it's the planet of seeing things